Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I have. Okay, so.
Yes, I think.
Okay,
Okay, thank you.
should I mute Daniel so the stream can.
No, guys. Stream. I'm gonna take my mic out so I can talk to my friends. So I will be quiet for probably the most of the stream.
So which one?
But yeah. Curtis.
But we're going to start with the solid block. Solid block. We need our half step for the lighter wood here. But
Hi, Curtis.
Yeah.
Do you see the statue I was building? Did you see the statue I was building?
but we're going to start with the solid
The
block.
snow chest
Solid
one.
block.
Oh, was it the dragon? You need to kill
Yeah.
the dragon.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I'm going on Rocket League. Let me get the disc. Where's the disc? Do you play Rocket League?
No.
Have you ever played it?
Yeah.
Are you good at it?
I wouldn't say that.
Is Lorenzo good at it? Because I know he
Yeah.
plays it.
Yeah, he is.
I'm kind of okay, but I'm not okay at the same time.
Archie's
What are you
a
saying?
god at it. Wait,
Oh
I think
yeah,
I did
there's
this
no
wrong.
disc. Let me put it in. Well, I got removed from this group. Why am I in it? I don't even know. I got added to this group at like.
You're gonna come on this at the SMP.
Huh?
Can you come on the SMP?
When?
No.
Now?
If you want to. Yeah.
We are now ready to start doing the external parts.
Hold on.
Go
Let me.
ahead and start doing
I might come on soon. Cause I haven't played this game in ages. And by the way, you know how I'm now in what is it? A jungle biome, and I'm at like what is it coordinates like 8,000 now. I'm out of the nether, but I think I've gone through the first portal, but I haven't gone through the second one. I don't think.
That for the lighter wood here, but we're going to start with the solid block. Solid block.
Oh yeah, I'm just gonna do this on the other side.
Hold on.
Guys, don't worry, I'm gonna take down these dirt pillars. I'm just using them so I can get up.
Step for the lighter wood here, but we're going to start with the solid block. Solid block. D2. Here. D2 here. Place a stair. Solid block. D2 here. D2 here. Place
No. Curtis.
Yeah, sorry, I could hear you the full time. I just had to mute my mic, okay?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
We're going to match this one up right here. We're also going to place one right down here. Here. I get solid blocks here. Here, place your half block right here. We're going to get some more solid blocks, put one. Here, one, two. Half block right here. We're going to get some more solid blocks, put one here. One, two. Half block right here. We're going to get some more solid blocks, put one here. One, two. And let's do a stair lift. Like that and that. There we go. Have our wing finished. Now let's go ahead and do it for the other side. Get a solid block, put one here, put one here. Get a solid block, put one here, put one here and here, here and here. Here, it's there. Here, it's there inside like that. It's there here, that's right across from this. And that. It's there here, that's right across from this. And we will get the stair that goes like this.
I get an aerial goal in the long way. How worse could I be?
Give me solid block. Block. Go ahead and do that. Place 2 down here. Half block. Solid blocks here. We're going to do staircase, staircase. Case. Do solid block here. 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 Stair. And stair. Now, we only need to do one more step, and that's add 2 stairs right here, here, and here. And there we go.
God. That took a long time. Wow. I'm gonna destroy that. Mhm. Hello. But I'm burning down the trees because we need to make space. So it's the fastest way to burn. It's the fastest way to get rid of the trees. Ah, yes. Yeah? Yeah? Okay.
practice and master the guitar. Just grab your acoustic or electric and play along. Musician listens to you play and gives instant feedback on accuracy and timing. Fun and addictive gameplay tracks your progress and keeps you motivated. Whether you're a complete beginner or an advanced professional, you can follow amazing expert-designed courses that guide you with tutorials, songs, and exercises. So download the free app and get jamming with Musician.
Welcome to this evening's performance of Film Theory. Before we begin tonight's presentation, we kindly ask that you take the time now to unwrap any candies you may have, because that's a thing that apparently annoys some people. Tonight's performance will include a short intermission, provided brands care enough about this channel to spend money on a mid-roll ad. Now please, turn off your cell phones and... Oh wait, most of you are probably watching on cell phones. Don't do that! Don't turn off your cell phones! Keep your cell phones loud and active! Internet, welcome to Film Theory, where today it's probably more accurate to call the show Film Theatrical Presentation Sent to Direct Digital Release Theory, since we're talking about the Broadway musical turned Disney cash cow, Hamilton. When it comes to talking about Broadway musicals, well, usually it'd be outside the realm of my channels, which is a shame, since as many of you know, I was in a past life a touring actor and director. But since a filmed version of Hamilton just came out to near universal praise on Disney+, looks like I finally have an excuse to talk about it. And let's just say, I am not throwing away my shot. Oh, and if you're already tired of these puns from the show, got some bad news, because never gonna be satisfied. Oh, and for those of you who haven't seen the musical or the Disney Plus version yet, this will be a mostly spoiler-free theory. Don't worry, I won't go ruining anything big, like telling you who wins the American Revolutionary War. You'll just have to watch it for yourself and find out what happens to that young, scrappy, and hungry country. But rather than talking about how dangerous it was to shoot a flintlock pistol straight into the air, or go through the bizarre economics that explains why King George III was probably right, I'm doing something a little bit different today. I'm gonna try to get Hamilton qualified for the Academy Awards. Maybe not so far as a nomination, and certainly not a win, although that would be great. Today we're starting smaller. We're just trying to get Hamilton its shot at taking home its very own Oscar. But to truly understand what I'm talking about, why it matters, and how today we might be able to single-handedly change the entire face of cinema as we know it, that's barely an exaggeration by the way, we first have to rewind, 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 rewind. For those of you who don't know, Hamilton, a musical about the life of founding father to the U.S., Alexander Hamilton, started its Broadway run back in 2015. The next year, the original cast recorded 2 live performances and then a 3rd performance specifically for cameras. The rights to distribute the resulting movie went up for sale and were snagged by Disney, who decided to lock Hamilton in the good old Disney vault until 2021. But after everyone got themselves locked inside this year, Disney decided that, well, they had this complete movie anyway, to get everyone hooked on Disney+. And it is great. I mean, it was a fantastic stage show to begin with, and they filmed it, so, you know, it's a great recording of what is a phenomenal live stage production. Anyway, this has prompted many Hamil fans to ask the question, could this filmed production of Hamilton actually be nominated for, and heck, even win an Oscar? Because let's be honest, the field this year is looking pretty thin, with many films being indefinitely delayed. In order to get to 10 films in the current 2020 Best Picture lineup, you're looking at something like Sonic the Hedgehog, Bad Boys for Life, Trolls World Tour, Onward, Birds of Prey, Call of the Wild, Doolittle, Scoob, Artemis Fowl, and Impractical Jokers the movie. I mean, Hamilton has to edge out at least one of those, right? Now, in a normal year, the fact that Hamilton started on a streaming service would actually disqualify you for the Oscar. Their rules state that a film needs to have debuted in Los Angeles County theaters before or on the same day as being streamed. More specifically from the rule set, quote, a film must have a minimum 7-day theatrical run in a Los Angeles County commercial theater with at least 3 screenings per day for paid admission. Now, that might seem really dumb and super arbitrary, but if you think about it, it does kind of make sense. The Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences, the one that gives away the Academy Award, is built on the idea of preserving the art of movies and the importance of seeing them on a big screen. So making sure that a film runs in a theater is a big deal for their brand. This year, however, things are different, and due to almost all the theaters being closed down, the Academy has actually decided to allow streaming debuts to qualify. Huzzah! Hooray! All you fans that were worried about the billion-dollar, 11-time Tony Award-winning musical can rest easy now, knowing that it'll get even more money and even more accolades. Or can you actually rest easy? No, you can't. Hamilton is still disqualified. According to an article by Vanity Fair on July 6th, a representative from the Academy said that Hamilton is still not qualified because of a rule stating, quote, works that are essentially promotional or instructional are not eligible, nor are works that are essentially unfiltered records of performances. So, bummer. Theory over, right? Nope, because I think the Academy's wrong. I think they're interpreting their own rules incorrectly, and moreover, I think they're interpreting what a movie is. And today, I'm gonna prove all of it, because in a year where it's slim pickings for the Academy, I think it might be nice to have Hamilton fans on their side. First, let's look at those Oscar rules, shall we? Well, yes, it is true that there is a rule specifically banning unfiltered records of performances. This rule is specifically for the documentary category, which is decidedly not Hamilton. I know this may come as a surprise, Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences, but Hamilton is shockingly not a documentary about the founding of America. I was surprised too, but then I looked around and realized, oh wait, there are no slaves here. But all joking aside, even if this was a wider sweeping rule, Hamilton on Disney Plus is certainly not an unfiltered record. In fact, it is neither unfiltered nor a record. As I mentioned already, the filmed version of Hamilton was shot over the course of 3 different shows. 2 of those shows were in front of an audience, but the 3rd show was done entirely for the camera so they could get those juicy close-ups. Those 3 recordings were then cut together to produce an entirely new work, what we now know as Hamilton, the movie on Disney Plus. It's not the record of any one standalone event that ever happened. Instead, it's a series of takes all edited together to tell a cohesive narrative, just like you do with any other movie in existence. They even ended up with continuity errors as the result of this multi-day shoot. In the song Satisfied, flowers on Angelica's blouse appear and disappear throughout the performance. No flowers? Flowers. No flowers? Flowers. If this truly is unfiltered, then I need to know exactly what substance those flowers are made of so I can make an invisibility cloak and finally steal the Diet Coke secret formula. In short, Hamilton on Disney Plus uses the 2 things that separate movies from stage shows: cinematography and editing. You see, on stage, you can always try to direct your audience's eyes on them to see via techniques like lighting and blocking, aka the position and movement of the people and things on stage, but you're not...
This Easter, open your eyes. Are you ready to escape?
I gotta go.
Where are we going?
Hope you can keep up with it. Escape this Easter on Sony Movies.
Guarantee to that. Maybe the audience is just really interested in the elaborate backstory that chorus dancer number 3 has concocted for himself back there, and chooses to watch him instead. Additionally, at no point can I, as the director of the show, present that audience member with a different view of the events happening on stage. They're either getting the $600 view from Orchestra Center, or the student discount view where half the stage is obstructed from side balcony A. But with film, cinematography allows you as the director to manage all of that stuff. I can choose to focus the camera on specific characters or actions and ignore others. I can move the camera to create angles that you would never be able to accomplish on stage. And Hamilton on Disney Plus does exactly that. Thanks to the magic of cinema, we get some amazing shots, like this one of Angelica's face immediately after she introduces Alexander to her sister, giving up her own chance with him. During the story of tonight, the camera makes sure to stay centered around the 4 characters of the gang. By keeping the framing tight, it helps the cinematic audience forget the huge empty stage around the actors, which makes their ideological cries for freedom seem much more important and all-encompassing rather than ringing out to an empty hall. Later, while Thomas Jefferson is gloating that Hamilton's never going to be president, we're treated to a top-down shot. Now, I know seating for Hamilton's limited, but I didn't realize they were putting the audience in the rafters. They even use the camera cuts to enhance punchlines, like the moment King George III finds out who's taken over for George Washington. John Adams. Each one is an intentional camera placement or movement that uses the medium of film to change the way that the viewer perceives these scenes relative to the way that they would experience them as the audience in a live theater show. But the other half of this equation is editing. In a live show, you can't go back and erase a flubbed line or choose to redo an emotional beat to make it stronger. But in a film, you can. Editing, choosing what takes to keep and how to best that helps tell the story just as much as the actors do when it comes to the art of cinema. And in the filmed recordings of Hamilton, again, they choose to do exactly this. In the song Satisfied, it's taken to an extreme, with rapid cuts from varied angles that keep the viewing audience as off kilter as the character on stage who's trying to figure out how she feels about everything going on around her. In the song Non-Stop, it's a bit more the opposite. Longer shots with the camera swinging around in wide arcs, pulling ever more characters and action into frame as Hamilton's head spins. And of course, you can't ignore the editing decision to leave every juicy King George appearance in extreme close-up. Phew, the first row needs to come with a splash guard warning. So at this point, I think it's pretty clear that Hamilton falls squarely within the rules of a movie that should be qualified for Oscar consideration. Not a guaranteed nomination or anything, but at least worth being considered for one. But let's stop talking about Hamilton specifically and ask the wider question, why is film theater being disqualified in the first place? I mean, it used to be valid. Back in 1966, Sir Laurence Olivier scored a Best Actor nomination for his performance of Othello in a filmed stage production. Then again, in 1976, the film Give 'Em Hell, Harry, which was a live theatrical recording of a one-man stage play, was nominated for Best Actor. So why would filming something live on a theatrical stage in one long take inherently disqualify it as an artistic work? I mean, think about it honestly. In the past few years, the Oscar for Best Cinematography has gone to both 1917 and Birdman, two movies that have expressly used longer takes and disguised their edits in order to make it seem like one long continuous shot. And then what about the acting for those sorts of movies? Shooting those sorts of extended takes requires the actors to be in character longer, hitting their marks and being emotionally invested in the scene for longer periods of time. Quite literally the exact same things that theatrical actors are required to do on stage each and every night. Ironically enough, films have been pushing towards, and getting rewarded by the Academy for, pushing towards more of a live theater aesthetic for the better part of the last decade. So to exclude live theatrical recordings seems both narrow-minded and arbitrary. It also brings up the challenge that you've now set up for yourself. Where do you draw the line? How theatrical is too theatrical? Theater and movie making both require large teams with sets, blocking, hitting marks, memorizing lines, lighting, sound. In filmmaking, sometimes you take the 300th take, but sometimes you take the first take. Is getting it in one take any different from getting one shot at a theatrical performance? Do you see how this quickly becomes a slippery slope movie industry? Case in point, what about the very intense and experimental movie Dogville, starring Nicole Kidman, one of your favorites, and directed by the famous Lars von Trier? It takes place on a black soundstage, with location out and labeled on the ground, with props and set dressing all being pantomimed or alluded to via sound effects. It's a film, certainly, but it's using very theatrical conventions. The minimalist style is actually very reminiscent of the theatrical work of famous playwright and director Bertolt Brecht, who tended to use bare staging to focus the audience's attention on the acting and storytelling. By exposing the conventions of the theater, not trying to hide things like lights and sets, his hope was to make viewers constantly aware of the theater's artificiality. Dogville, the movie, plays heavily in this theatrical world, and yet Dogville is still very much a movie, winning numerous awards at film festivals around the world. So again, I ask, how theatrical is too theatrical? Where does the line sit? To me, the only differentiators are cinematography and editing. By those two tokens, you require nominees to be anything that's been put on a camera and displayed on a screen. And why not? Why would you want to limit it to much more than that? If you've opened the door to Hamilton, so what? What's the risk? That Hollywood suddenly gets shown up by Broadway? Good. People in theater deserve more respect. Many of them are more talented actors and directors than some of the biggest names out there. Yeah, I said it. Sorry, I've wanted to rant about that for years, but this was my only chance to do it. I just think that theater actors get totally trampled on. Anyway, I ask again, what's the risk of opening the door to filmed productions of live theatrical performances? Are theatrical shows going to be at a disadvantage? Yeah, I just talked about the continuity errors on Angelica's blouse, so, you know, Hamilton probably won't be winning any editing awards this year. And from a cinematography angle, yeah, they're using some fun shots, but still pretty basic. Could it win for acting, though? Sure, why not? It contains some of the best acting that I've seen on a screen all year. And shouldn't that be enough? Theater and filmmaking are cut from the same cloth. They're variations of an art form. And in a year where the slate of nominees ain't looking too great, I see Leslie Odom Jr. or Renee Elise Goldsberry get rewarded for their incredible work that they did on film, then have to give the win to a blue CGI hedgehog doing the floss. But hey, that's just a theory. A film theory. And see. Internet. Welcome to Film Theory, a show that dares to ask, just because Jellicles can and Jellicles do, does that mean Jellicles should? That's right, theater kids. Put down your copy of Noises Off and hit pause on that Dear Evan Hansen playlist, because today we're talking about the movie that horrified the world, or at least would have horrified the world if anyone had actually gone to see it. Cats, the musical extravaganza. See, I put an exclamation point there because all good musicals have to end their title with an exclamation point. Thirsty Cats. Thirsty Cats. You know what I'm saying? Rebel Wilson unzipping off her skin. Judy Dent sniffing butt. Cats is a movie experience that truly has something for everyone, prompting all sorts of glowing reviews, such as the Boston Globe's "My eyes are burning, oh god, my eyes." The Beats, Cats is the worst thing to happen to cats and dogs, and Collider's astute observation, can you make a movie so bad that the Academy takes back your Best Director Oscar? Then of course you have my review, which is that Cats is the most I have laughed at a movie in years. Laugh at being the operative words there. This thing starts weird, and just as your mind is starting to come to grips with what you're seeing, it just ratchets the weird up in the very next scene. It also helped that I was in a theater full of people meowing at the screen, and also next to a girl who kept asking, "Where's Taylor?" This thing is like the new family-friendly Rocky Horror Picture Show. Fewer corsets, more hairballs, or, you know, maybe I'm going in too soon by calling it family-friendly, because that doesn't seem to be the right word. Cats has a dark, sinister underbelly to it, and if you try and put your finger on it, well, it just is back, true to its namesake. So,
Hello.
I'm going in the mines for coal.
I started expanding the walls. I've done some terraforming.
Coal, my boat can't be on the stream. I want some coal. I'll probably get about 2 stacks of coal and put it in the furnace.
By the way, I didn't know this till now, but if you mine potatoes with a fortune pick, you get more picks.
Yeah, Adam told me that.
I didn't know that. Because I saw you doing it, and I'm like, oh, let me try. And I got 2 stacks.
Yeah, Adam told me and I was like, oh, thanks. But you're like, why is he mining potatoes with a diamond pick? What a weirdo.
Yeah, then I realised that I forgot, and then I realised you got fortune on your pick.
And it doesn't take off their ability.
I know. Do you want to help me expand the walls, or?
No.
Okay.
Adam said they want some stuff, so I don't know.
What does he want?
Get some coal.
Oh, what does he want?
Well, he needs books.
I'm gonna try to get a Riptide Trident soon.
You already have one.
I died, remember?
Oh, yeah.
I'm going around Aiden's house next Monday.
Oh.
What do you mean, oh?
What?
Why did you say, oh?
No, I said nice.
Oh, so you said, oh.
No. I said, oh, nice.
I hear kitties meowing. Can you give me all the cobblestone that you get?
Well, I'm already done then, what's that? I put stacks. I put a stack of cobblestone in each furnace.
Have you seen the statue?
No.
Oh, okay, it's at the front of the gate. Go to the gate and you'll see it. made it into a fountain. Oh, what is it? Eyes keep coming on here.
We put lava on it, so then it's like a fire-breathing dragon.
No.
Lava and like glass, but you can't see the glass.
We'll see. Do you like it?
Yeah, it's pretty meh.
Wow.
It's a little basic.
How is that basic?
You should see the kind of dragons that people build.
Oh yeah, but I'm only
If it wasn't made out of like easy to get materials, and it was.
I didn't want to use any of my. I didn't want to use any of my. What's it called? Stone. So I was using cobblestone.
I think netherite would make it look cooler.
No,
Yeah.
because that's easier to get. I know, but the snow chester is based on snow, and I don't want it to be red.
So it's brown.
Huh?
I said that you don't want it to be red, but so you want it to be like snow, but it's brown.
I mean, like, I want to be winter themed.
Those brown winter things.
Because most winter houses are made out of spruce. And stone. Wait, this isn't to you what I'm about to put in the chat.
Why don't you just kick them?
Because I want to be kind, I don't want to be rude. I don't want to give it a bad impression.
Everyone that's joined the server.
Yeah, I know, but this time I want to be kind. And no, I haven't. Yesterday someone joined when you guys were gone. And I said nicely. And they said, okay, I'll leave.
Oh, I'm actually so annoyed. And do you have one lapis?
Yeah, I got a bit of lapis, yeah.
Because I have 2 lapis and I need 3 for protection food.
Okay.
I'll get you.
I got Pro 4 and
Then
all
all of my
my
armor will be Pro 4, so I just have to enchant my sword.
all my armor's Pro 4 as well.
Apart from one of them. I've just got 2.
No, all my armor's Pro 4.
Guys. All of mine is Pro 4 and breaking 3. But I don't know if
I've got Pro 4, all my armor's got Pro 4 and breaking 3, and Thorns 2.
Where the hell?
Thorns 3. Except for my netherite helmet.
Where did my other lapis go?
Yeah, I don't know. Why are you asking me?
Did I drop it? Did I leave it sitting in? Oh.
My game keeps lagging and I hate it.
Can you give me 2 more pieces of lapis?
No.
You are so tight.
What?
You probably have like stacks upon stacks.
No, I've only got 20.
You can have 2.
No.
You're so mean.
I've only got 20.
I'll go get you some. I have fortune 3.
If you're gonna get me some, why don't you go get it yourself?
Right, you know? You could have got a stack of lapis.
I could get that myself. I got a fortune.
Alright, go on. You do that.
I don't want to do it now, of course. Right now I'm working on these walls.
That is very easy to get through.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm not. This isn't for war.
That's what you said.
No, this isn't. Well, kind of, but because it's not supposed to be hard to get through. What they're supposed to be is so people can stand on there and what's it called, shoot from there. We have loads of people. So if there's ever people coming from there, they'd go on there, they'd ring the bell, and then basically everyone will be along all the walls. Plus it looks cool.
They are using terrorism.
Yeah.
You said yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell people that you said that.
What?
That you promote terrorism.
No. I thought you said. No, I thought you said. Is it for when people cause terrorism? That's what you said. Do you want to help me do the walls or?
No.
Okay.
I know, I have a stack of lapis.
Pog. I miss my trident so much.
Barely even used it.
What do you mean I barely even used it? I used it to get everywhere.
I thought you had an elytra.
Well, yeah, I don't want to use my elytra right now. I don't have any fireworks, I don't have any paper. That's what it's always been in my chest.
I have 12 stacks of fireworks.
I got loads of gunpowder, I got no
Where's
paper.
that like little wall?
What?
Like the dirt wall.
I don't know. Don't even know what you're talking about. When can you take that netherrack down?
Right.
Cause it's annoying, it looks so ugly.
You're ugly.
It's funny cause it's true.
I'm not.
Can you just please just take it down?
Can I take the netherrack down, but not the cobblestone?
If you cobblestone down, then make it into actually something useful.
Yeah, I was gonna make it into a little sky base.
Okay, yeah. Just take. You can make a water elevator to it.
Yeah. And the water elevator be made out of netherrack.
Hmm?
And the water elevator be made out of netherrack.
What?
And the water elevator be made out of netherrack.
No.
You know why I like netherrack so much?
Why?
It's so easy to get.
And you were saying before, you were saying it'd be better. It's so basic. Make it out of something hard to get. And then you said, okay, make it out of netherrack.
No, but making it. No, but like it still looks cool.
Yeah, I know, but that's my dragon. You can make your own dragon. The dragon that I built was actually based on the lore.
Yeah, but it's not good law.
That's your opinion. If you don't want to be in the lore, that's your choice, and you just have to leave the SMP.
No, I want to be in the law, but not the how to train the dragon law, you know?
How is that? How to train? Okay, tell me how it's based on how to train your dragon.
There's dragons.
You just said basically everything that's got dragons in it is based off how to train your dragon.
Yes.
That's not true.
Well, I mean, you said that you're the king. Queen, I mean.
No, we don't have king or queens or anything like that. We got
No,
presidents.
you related with someone to the queen.
No, I'm the president.
Yeah, but then you said, I rule the country like the queen. And I said, so are you relating yourself to the queen? And you said, yes.
Yes, because I am the the president. And the president is similar to a queen.
So that's not that similar.
Kind of is. The queen rules the country. What does the president do? Rule the country. Now think about that for a
Well,
second.
to be a president of a county.
Yeah, I know, but I'm a president of a country,
Okay?
which means I'm allowed to relate to the queen. The queen is
Are you
a,
bipolar?
what does that mean? I keep forgetting what that means.
Only you would say that.
What does that mean now?
It means that you change your opinion a lot.
Yeah.
So is that a yeah as in you're bipolar?
Yeah.
I thought you left. Just kick him.
No, I want to be kind.
You want him to leave.
And he left.
No. One second, I'm not. What the hell? Oh my god, Daniel. You have to fix your game, like actually.
It's not my game, it's the goddamn new update! If you keep saying that, I'm actually gonna kick you from the SMP.
On any other
I'm
world,
kicking
I've
you
not
from the
seen this.
SMP. The next time you say that, next time you say that, I'm kicking you from the SMP. Don't care.
Oh, sorry. Oh, scare me. Oh, no. I'm going to get kicked from Daniel's cringy SMP.
How's
Oh,
it?
dear. Oh, no. I'm going to cry.
Well, because you're actually being annoying.
See, you're always annoying.
But yeah, maybe now we've just switched around.
Except it has.
Except it has.
See, Sylvan, you're being annoying right now.
How?
Except it has. Yay.
That's what you...
No, but you're trying to... It's like some big manipulation. Oh my god, my arm is stuck up there.
That's funny.
Right, don't do anything that you say.
It's called the new update has lagged basically everything out. Literally, you can search up on YouTube and you'll literally see everyone being mad that plays on Bedrock because of the new goddamn update. It's literally not me. Probably every person's game is really laggy because of this new update.
What the hell? Oh my god.
The second time is even funnier.
Why is it like this? There's my netherite genuinely just going to be stuck up there? Shut up. Funny how I'm laughing.
Because it's funny.
You lost netherite. No, I've not lost mine.
Oh yeah, but it's still funny.
No, you lost the trident and your pickaxe and your axe and your sword.
I know it's funny because it was such a dumb way I
And
died.
all of your armor. Oh my god, that's so funny.
I know, right? Why'd you say it's funny, Fitz? Okay. It's kind of funny.
It's funny because it happened to you.
No. It's funny because it was a dumb way of me dying.
How'd you even die anyway?
I was AFK and they tried to kill me. But then when I woke up this morning, I saw that I died.
Not very glad.
Oh, that's a good amount that I'd like to see.
No one cares. He took my diamonds. No, confront him.
Who took your diamonds?
Ready?
Oh yeah.
Put in the chat. You took Archie's diamonds.
I'll put in the chat. Why'd you take? Wait, did you join? Oh, you did. Okay.
No, don't do it, bro. Don't try.
That makes him
nice.
confess a lot more. I bet he's gonna be like, what? I never did such a thing.
You probably did.
No, I didn't.
I'm pretty sure you just died, and now you're looking for diamond armor.
No. I literally, when I died, I told. Listen.
Go to my base when I'm not there.
Listen.
You take them
I
out,
would.
put them back after I noticed them.
I didn't do it. Listen. I would have taken them because what's it called? I told Adam in the morning that I died because I was AFK. Then he said, okay, it's fine. I'll give you some diamond armor plus some more diamonds. So I didn't take your diamonds, boy.
See, notice how he's added that in my inventory.
Oh my
But he
god.
does have them in his e-chest. Ooh, he's added that later.
Oh my agent.
No, I'm just going downhill with feather falling. I don't trust this game.
That's why I always get feather falling before anything else.
Now I got top full and then feather falling.
Do you want to hit my boots?
No. It's probably just feather falling, protection, unbreaking, mending, soul speed.
I can't get
Oh,
more.
that's tried as well.
I don't have feather falling protection for Death Rider 3 and Unbreaking 3. So what you said was similar, but it's not exactly.
You was one off.
I can't. No, you weren't. You were about
Yeah.
3 off. No, 2 off.
No, I wasn't.
Because I don't have
The only one that I didn't.
I don't have
No,
mending.
the only one that I said that he had that he didn't was nope, he has my stuff. I'm gonna kill him. I swear down. He has my stuff now.
No, we're time to set his spawn point. Oh.
Mhm. You should do the crouch thing.
Ready? I suggest you set. You set.
Yeah, I'm about to enchant my sword as well.
Point.
Add into the call. He's running away. Yeah, I'm getting this guy.
Don't kill him till he sets his spawn point.
I'm killing him whenever I want.
No, let him set his spawn point. Yeah. Done. Don't destroy the bed, I beg you. Because he's gonna scream at me at school. He'd say, "This is all your fault."
So it's ready, man.
Well, yeah, but then he could ruin me, basically everyone I know his friendship. Even though most people in the school hate him. It's because a lot of people trust him.
What is he gonna do? That's gonna ruin the bank.
He's Aiden's Curtis' friend. No, think about that.
That doesn't really tell me much.
He's friends with both of them first.
I'm about to be level 30. Just went from 5 levels to level 30.
Oh, did you take down? Did you take the netherrack down?
Yeah.
Oh, thanks. Can you come and help me, please?
No.
Okay.
I have some unfinished business.
Okay, after you're done with that thing, I know what thing it is. I'm just not gonna say it.
Okay, give me a good enchantment. I'm not gonna use my armor because I ain't got upgrade. I'm not using it until it has full upgrade.
Oh, hi,
Kick
Pavel.
this guy.
No, he's in the SMP.
Wait, who is it?
Pavel.
He's happy.
I don't know. Bartek's brother.
But isn't he a friend from Ram?
He's Bartek's brother.
Oh, okay. Oh, wait, no, it's not Pavel. But it's not the Pavel that makes us lag, is it? Okay.
I know he never makes us like okay. Creep up behind your skin. What? I never knew that was a skin. Wait. Wait. Pavel, come to Snowchester. Close your eyes or look down.
Then we just shot and swallow.
Wait, I'm gonna add him to the party.
Shot and swallow, that's yourself. My sword is so good up until the last enchantment. It's probably the best sword you can get other than the last enchantment. Do you want me to read it?
If you want to. I can't.
Looting 3, Unbreaking 3, Fire Aspect 2, Bane of Arthropods 4. If I had Sharpness instead of Bane of Arthropods, that would have been the best sword I've got. think it's time to disenchant.
Pavel, come to Snowchester. I need to show you something. I forgot he's got.
Give me sharpness 4, looting 3, fire aspect 2,
Hello there.
breaking 3.
Pavel, come to Snowchester.
Okay,
Alright, so I got all
Close
of
your
the
eyes
enchantments
though.
apart from
I hope you're not
looting
looking on my stream because there's someone on my stream.
don't look at your comments.
3. I don't want looting 3 and Bane of Apples.
Okay. Wait, Pavel, are you on your way?
I'm not due for a game.
Yes, I'm on my way.
Where are you?
For a game.
On the bridge.
Which bridge?
To Snowchester.
Oh, in the Nether.
Yes, in the Nether.
Okay. We're banning Nether portals
What? Why?
until the because they're glitched, which means they teleport you somewhere random in the Nether.
Oh no, they teleport you to the location in the overworld.
Yeah. So you have to, what's it called? So we'll have to wait till the next update because it said that they're gonna fix it in the next update. So I'm banning them until the next update.
Oh, okay.
Oh god.
Wait, I'm gonna tell Zambi. This SMP is from
Wait, hold on. I actually have a secret chest here in the Nether. I'm gonna go get stuff from it.
I've sighted something. Well, I'm not, so I won't go.
well, you are. From miles, look, people that I know from real life.
See, why do you
What
say
me?
this stuff on the stream? I don't want just knock back 2 on my soul.
Oh. Disconnected
World
due to
corruption.
world corruption. Try reopening the world. What?
What?
Daniel,
I don't know what happened. Wait, I made a copy. Okay.
disconnected due to... Wait, when did you make the copy?
When I was doing the dupe glitch.
So I have to get full armor again.
Wait, let's see. Try opening the world or restoring it from a previous backup.
Someone nuked the world.
Why is it as soon as zombie comes on that happens?
I think the zombie might have force corrupted it.
Wait, I think it's let me load in. Let me load
It's
in.
unable to connect to world.
Oh wait, it's let me load in resources. Resource packs. I think my world just crashed by accident.
Well, so either just crashed or it's corrupted.
No, it's not corrupted because I just went back on it. Just
Or
wait.
is everything that was there before still there?
Wait, I'm still, if it was corrupted, it will say the corruption thing. Right now it says loading resource packs, so I think it's letting me on it.
Open your stream.
Okay. Okay, I need to go get some water, but I'll be back. Or maybe the update came out and they didn't actually like do the thing. We'll see.
Nah. Bro.
It's still saying loading resource packs.
No, I've got it open.
It's still saying loading resource packs. You want just watch YouTube so it's done.
Today we're diving deep into this uncanny valley to answer the age-old question, what is a jellicle cat? And the response hiding behind those seats.
There's a problem. There was a problem loading this world.
Oh god.
What's happened?
Delete some other words. Delete some other words.
Okay. I definitely don't need this one.
Yeah, delete one to delete the Woodland Warriors.
Oh
No.
yeah. Someone's birthday, as I can tell. Why Hamilton scares Hollywood.
They say my mother was one of the greatest to ever rise. Stay wild, mi querida Fortuna. And even though she's been gone since I was a baby, there are still moments where I can feel her spirit. Welcome to Miradero. And Cora, did you ever see my mom perform? Oh, yes. She was a legend. Fortuna? Hola. You look just like your mother.
You must be Lucky Prescott. I like your dress. Oh, and your shoes. I didn't know shoes could be cute.
Whoa, horses can do that? Is that barn okay?
This horse got a lot of spirit.
You do have a lot of spirit. Easy, boy.
Let's go, girl. Good thing her name's Lucky. Well, is her middle name Irony?
You do know that you are still streaming, right? And you're playing that in the background.
Yeah.
Welcome to this evening.
Right.
I'm gonna try.
Evening's performance of Film Theory. Before we begin tonight's presentation, we kindly ask that you take the time now to unwrap any candies you may have, because that's the thing that apparently annoys some people. Tonight's performance will include
My game's like that. Oh.
provided brands care enough about this channel to spend money on a mid-roll ad. Now please, turn off your cell phones and... Oh, wait, most of you are probably watching on cell phones. Don't do that! Don't turn off your cell phones! Keep your cell phones loud and active! Hello, Internet! Welcome to Film Theory, where today it's probably more accurate to call the show Film Theatrical Presentation Set to Direct Digital Release Theory, since we're talking about the Broadway musical turned Disney cash cow, Hamilton. When it comes to talking about Broadway musicals, well, usually it'd be outside the realm of my channels, which is a shame, since as many of you know, I was in a past actor and director. But since a filmed version of Hamilton just came out to near universal praise on looks like I finally have an excuse to talk about it, and let's just say I am not throwing away my shot. Oh, and if you're already tired of these puns from the show, got some bad news, because never gonna be satisfied. Oh, and for those of you who haven't seen the musical or the Disney Plus version yet, this will be a mostly spoiler-free theory. Don't worry, I won't go ruining anything big, like telling you who wins the American Revolutionary War. You'll just have to watch it for yourself and find out what happens to that young, scrappy, and hungry country. But rather than talking about how dangerous it was to shoot a flintlock pistol straight into the air, or go through the bizarre economics that explains why King George III was probably right, I'm doing something a little bit different today. I'm gonna try to get Hamilton qualified for the Academy Awards. Maybe not so far as a nomination, and certainly not a win, although that would be great. Today we're starting smaller. We're just its shot at taking home its very own Oscar. But to truly understand what I'm talking about, why it matters, and how today we might be able to single-handedly change the entire face of cinema as we know it, that's barely an exaggeration by the way, we first have to rewind, 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 rewind. For those of you who don't know, Hamilton, a musical about the life of founding father to the U.S., Alexander Hamilton, started its Broadway run back in 2015. The next year, the original cast recorded 2 live performances and then a 3rd performance.
My game's frozen.
For cameras. The rights to distribute the resulting movie went up for sale and were snagged
Wow.
by Disney, who decided to lock Hamilton in the good old Disney vault until 2021. But after locked inside this year, Disney decided that, well, they had this complete movie anyway, may as well release it to get everyone hooked on Disney+. And it is great. I mean, it was a fantastic stage show to begin with, and they filmed it, so, you know, it's a great recording of what is a phenomenal live stage production. Anyway, this has prompted many Hamill fans to ask the question, could this filmed production of Hamilton actually be nominated for, and heck, even win an Oscar? Because let's be honest, the field this year
My game.
pretty thin, with many films being indefinitely delayed. In order to
The stream's gonna end though.
2020 Best Picture lineup, you're looking at something like Sonic the Hedgehog, Bad